Okay, we're live. Yes, we are. How's it going, everybody? So today's just kind of a chill day. I don't have any kind of plan or agenda like I've had in the last two streams where reviewing books or Amaze Box or anything like that. Just kind of a chill night. Wanted to hang out with you guys, so just coming here to talk about whatever. I do have some brownies in the oven, so I'll be pulling those out in about 10 minutes. So just be aware that's coming. But yeah, just kind of a chill night. Just want to hang out. Start my stream about a half an hour earlier than I usually do. Um, Looking to try to fit in some gaming with my nephew tonight. So that's gonna be the other thing. So if I put the stream too late, then I can't do both. So trying to split the difference there. Uh, what's going on with me? Well, June and July are pretty dang slow for me on a professional level at the moment. That's not to be unexpected. It usually is pretty slow for me in the summertime, but just kind of been dealing with it for the last 12 years. It's just kind of a hump I get over every year. May was great. May was really great. So no complaints there. Um, yeah, hopefully I get some more stuff coming down the pipeline. I usually do. So I'm just kind of hanging out. A little bit more time on my hands than I'd like, which is why I was able to get my latest video out earlier than I thought. I had posted to my channel members and to everybody at large that I had a pretty ambitious project I was working on, and it was the most challenging video I've done to date. And it was a um, much more involved than a lot of my filming and editing processes are, but it's paying off. In fact, I want to show you guys here. Maybe I just pull it up on the channel probably. Why not? Why not? Um, can I do that? Probably do that. Yeah, YouTube Studio done. And we slide this guy over. No. Yeah. Anyway, kind of a chill night. I don't even know if anybody's going to be able to pop on this early or not, so I'm not stressed about it too much. Boom. That's a good question, and it's a multi-phase answer. So I will be happy to answer that for you. The let me fix my let me fix my window, and then I'll be happy to answer that for you. Uh, Reset transform. Dwight Baldwin says, "What is the going rate to hire a magician? How long are you generally hired for? I'm thinking about trying it for myself." What's up, Josh? So, Dwight, here's the thing. It's different in every area. I don't know where you're located. Probably not Dallas. What's a good idea is to get on the phone with some other magicians in your area. That's easy enough to do with a Google search. Find other magicians in your area, call them up, and say, "Hey, at least in my experience, it's been that nobody's really that guardy about shows and that protective. You can just go, "Hey, look, um, I'm thinking about starting a business in this area, and I'm kind of curious to see if I could find out more about what rates you generally charge." It's also a good idea to you can do that. Some people might be not willing to share that with you. You could also check out places like thebash.com and places like that, which will give you a good indication of kind of rates in the low, medium, and high tiers of magicians in the area. But it's really hard to say. I mean, Dallas is a different market than Columbus, Ohio, Philadelphia. Okay, well, let's hang out. Hang out with me. Let's do this. I'm gonna get my window capture to work here, and then we're gonna do this because I think this is a good question. I think we should explore it. Ah, sweet. All right. Cool. Yeah, we might do all that technical stuff after I pull my brownies out of the oven because I've got I don't want to be sitting here like trying to figure it out. And you think you missed that part, Josh, but I got brownies that are coming out in about 2 minutes. So I have to run over and take them out of the oven real quick. Done. Now, why is this not showing up? Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. But I don't want that much of it. Hey, there we go. We're getting somewhere with this. Okay. So anyway, wanted to show you here real quick. Was that my dashboard is showing me that I have. Oh, I'm dropped down to number 2. It was the number 1 video for a long time. But let's go over to the bash. Okay. I'm looking for a magician in Philadelphia. I'm not spelling that right, am I? I assume that's what you're talking about. All right, let's take a look. And can I make this any smaller? Man, because you're not getting much of this in there, are you? Let's just full screen it. I don't know how. I don't want to mess with this garbage right now. So okay. So this is some stuff you can do. You should start doing some research on different magicians in your area. See, we got $150. We got $750, $500, $225, $400, $1,500 per event. Take a look at what kind of magic they do, and then try to figure out if they're doing like kids' birthday magic, then you're going to want to look at rates where they are. That's a good place. It's a good middle ground. Like you set your own rate and everything, but if you're trying to come in at where other magicians are at the in the area, you want to look at what kind of shows they're doing. Like corporate magician here. That is my brownies. Give me a second. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. I anticipated my wife being home already. I was going to ask her to take him out, but she's not home yet. So, um, yeah. So this is a good place to kind of find rates, of other magicians in the area. Look at what kind of magic they do. If they're a corporate magician, they're going to cost more. Kids' birthday parties really are done on the. I don't want to say in bulk, but that's kind of what you're looking at. If you're birthday party magicians, generally what they try to do is they try to book up as much of their weekend as they can as possible, and so you have like 4 to 6 birthday parties a weekend or a day, Saturday and Sunday, and they just work their tail off every Saturday and Sunday, and just do as many shows as they possibly can. And yeah, so they can afford to, at that point, you can charge less if you don't mind working a whole lot. Corporate magicians are going to cost more if you do custom scripting and that kind of stuff. Corporate magic is a whole other level. So that's what I generally do, but it is extremely intense and demanding, and the types of work that you'll be doing and what you'll be expected to do is there's a much higher expectation for you in those scenarios. So that's kind of a place to start at least. You could also try it if you have a local magic club near you. You could go to them and ask them, say, hey, yeah, I'm new to the area. I'm thinking about breaking in, doing some stuff. What do you think? I wish Don was on because Don, is a long time. He's known as Emerald Magic on the channel. He's a long time um, viewer of the channel, but he's also kind of broken into professional magic. I don't. Well, it depends on the time. Well, I have feast and famine time right now. June, July, kind of famine time. But generally, I have. I'm not going to count restaurant work because I can do restaurant work any day that I'm not working a gig. So I could do it 7 days a week if I wanted to. But we'll say, um, I usually book during the busy months 2 to 3 shows a week, sometimes more. Like when we get into October, September, October, November, December, I'm going to be working every day, and I have to schedule days off because it gets too hectic. So I take certain days off for sure, like Christmas. I take that day off always. Um, I'll work New Year's Eve and worked. I did a wedding New Year's Eve last year, or at the beginning of this year rather. Um, but yeah, one thing you're going to find, and I'm happy to talk to you about this as much as you want because I think this is important, and I would love to not so much impart knowledge, but to make you successful, so much as tell you what things that I would definitely avoid. So I, I'm about I do pretty well as a magician, as a corporate magician. I'm comfortable, but I could be doing a lot more, and I know a lot of my friends that are probably doing a lot better than I am even, but they're also have advantages, I want to call it, that I don't have, which is they have more time. Not all of them are married or have children, and so you have to try to find this balance where how much do you want to work, how much do you want to spend time with your family, how much do you need to work so that you can provide for your family. So it's kind of this weird balance where I'm always having to decide whether or not to take a show. Um, Restaurant work is a great way to start. I would recommend strongly if you have not worked professionally in any capacity yet. Restaurant work is the um soft entry into it. That's how I got into doing what I do full time. And what you do, I forgot this is not going to mute this. It does mute it. Okay. I have this dry cough and I don't want you guys to have to hear it. So yeah, restaurant work is an awesome way to get into professional magic because what you're going to do is you're going to learn a lot more about what kind of magic works in that scenario. A lot of the work that I do is walk around. I do some stage work as well. I do I'd say it's probably a 70-30 split walk around to stage shows. But walk around magic is so popular because you can add it to any event. It can be done at any event. You don't have to have any kind of special considerations with stage and lighting and sound equipment and all that kind of stuff. So restaurants would be where I would go. And I have a lot of thoughts on that too, on how you get one. So we can talk about that some if you want. I was writing a PDF on getting restaurant magic. I think we need a little bit of an updated look at that. But there are some old. There's Kirk Charles has a book out on that. It's a little bit dated, but still pretty good. And then there's also there's another guy, but I won't recommend him anymore because of some very scandalous things that happened. So I won't. His initials are JP, but I won't tell you. You can find him if you look on the internet. Also, Eugene Berger has some really great. He has a great lecture notes on restaurant magic and some of the more important nuances and subtleties of working in a restaurant, not necessarily tricks. But yeah, that's a great place to start. Go find some. What you want to do is you don't want to go to chain restaurants. Don't go to like a Chili's or Fridays or Olive Garden or something like that. If it's a chain, you're going to run into the kick it up the chain problem where you'll never be able to get a hold of a decision maker. And then you also run into brand, what do they call it? Brand consistency. Because if you go to whatever's in one Applebee's, the company wants to have at all Applebee's, so they feel the same. It's like when you walk into a Walmart and there's like maybe like 4 or 5 different floor plans, but you know them all because you want every single Walmart to be standardized, right? You want them to all have the brand. So if you go to a chain, you're going to run into issues where they're either not going to, if you can talk to a decision maker who's not the general manager in that place, they're not going to go for it because of brand consistency. They'd hire you, they'd have to hire a magician in every single restaurant, which is not realistic. And yeah, so there's that. So you want to find a small chain, maybe 3 or 4 locations. I had a sushi restaurant called Bluefish Sushi that I worked with. They're getting bigger, but they were a small local chain, had about like like 3 or 4, 5 different restaurants around the DFW area, and their corporate headquarters is based here in Texas too. So it was very easy to approach them and talk to them and get to people who could actually make decisions for their own restaurant and decide to have me. Also, family owned restaurants are a great place to go because they're going, I mean, that's the decisions makers right there, usually on the floor, you know. If you want to go and talk to these people, best time to do it is 10 a.m. or between 2 and 4 p.m. And that's to avoid the breakfast and dinner rush. If you go between 2 and 4, they might be open, but they're not running a lot of business. So you're not going in trying to talk to him or her about some, business proposition or something right in the middle of their dinner rush, because then that's a good way to make a bad impression. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about there. There is so much to talk about there. You can make an entire career out of restaurant magic if you want to. So I thank you, Dwight. I'm still working on the PDF. It's slow going because I got to fit it into everything else I'm doing. But I will join the Discord. It's probably a good place to make sure you're staying in touch with me always, and can always have an open line of communication to me. I'm always piddling, farting around on there. So good place if you're not already on there. Join the Discord. I'll have announcements through there. Also subscribe to the channel because I might do something with a community post or a video or something whenever that eventually becomes something. Josh has some stuff to share on the live stream. Josh, I don't know. Maybe if we would have been able to set it up before the stream, I think we'd have a better shot of getting you in. But it's been so long since I've used any of the software to bring somebody else into the channel. I'm afraid it would just turn into a big frustrating mess. But maybe connect with me in Discord after the show, or even now. It doesn't really matter. And we can schedule to get you on, and we can practice to make sure we got all this stuff working the right way. Everything's different. This is a whole new computer, and I have a whole bunch of new audio equipment to route and make work and everything from the last time we did this. So it sounds like a project that I wouldn't want to do on stream. but I do want to have you on. So yeah, if we could do that, I think I'd feel more comfortable doing that, so we're not killing it during the stream. Thank you. Thanks for understanding. Hey, Condo Card, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm only going to be streaming till I think about 9 o'clock, maybe 9:10. Not a really long stream. I've got brownies. I've got game night with my nephew, and but yeah. Also, I'll take this opportunity. If you guys like video game content, I know that's not what the focus of this channel is, but if you like that kind of stuff, please consider going and subscribing to my other YouTube channel that I created just for gaming content. It's called the Magic Minute Gaming. I would really appreciate that. That's something I'm trying to build up to, so that way I have that outlet. I'm gonna pull up the link for you, so that way you guys know where it's at. You can find it if I can't find it here, you can always find it under my channels. If you go to my website, go to my channel page, you go to channels, it's right there. But I have 8 subscribers in there right now, trying to build that up a little bit more because I would like to be able to hang out with you guys. Excuse me, sorry. There it is. Just in case you guys want to go check me out, I'd appreciate a subscription over there. That way we can hang out and do whatever. Talk about Magic still if you want to, but also do some gaming stuff. I had something I wanted to show you guys. I did have a pre-recorded video I wanted to bring in. I promised them I would. Big Hands sent me a video on Facebook earlier today of a really cool trick that I don't know if he invented it or what, but he showed it to me and I thought it was really cool, liked it. And I was like, can I use it on the stream? And he goes, yeah, you can. So I'm going to pull that sucker up and switch profile. Okay. If I could figure out how to do that. Oh my gosh, I'm so old. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. Facebook changed all their stuff around. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel so horrible. I'm like, help me with the Magic Minute. Okay, it's my Magic Minute YouTube channel or Facebook channel. And then if we go over to Messenger inbox, are we gonna get this to work? Thanks, Josh. I appreciate you, Bubba. Thank you. Yeah, it's something I think would be cool. Like I like hanging out with you guys, and like, could you imagine we just do this, but we could still chat about all the same stuff, but also you're seeing me kill zombies or something. I just think it would be more fun. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see if we can get this guy into. Okay, can everybody see that on screen okay? I think we should be able to pretty it up a little bit. Sweet. Let's get this. Let's put a nice big showcase on it. Yeah, Big Hands is cool. I like Big Hands. All right, cool. Here we go. Hopefully the audio's coming through. Not that it's absolutely necessary. But so he's got 2 queens, got a selected card, is being mixed up into the pack. Okay, so we got a 5 of diamonds. Okay. I don't know what those cards are. If anybody knows what those cards are, please let me know in the comments. Or the comments in the chat section. What am I talking about? See, I told you it's a chill stream. Anyway, there's the queens. Sandwiched in the center of the deck. Somewhere that 5 of diamonds is. Look at this. All he's going to do is shuffle. Nice Pharaoh, by the way. Oh, and now there's something in between the queens. It's that 5 of diamonds. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. That's a use for the Pharaoh besides just doing a great fan, which is usually what I would do with it. All right. I don't do anything with the Pharaoh. I probably should. But this is I got this is usually all I'm doing with it. This is gonna look like crap. I really want to keep that horizontal, but that's all I really do with the Pharaoh shuffle anymore. But yeah, what a nice actual practical use for a Pharaoh shuffle, for an actual effect. Very cool. Like it a lot. But that's something I want to highlight you guys' videos more often on the channel. So I want to do like a try to fool me or something, and get you guys to send me your videos and try to fool me. I'll even do a prize for it. So we'll do that. I'll give you guys like a cool deck of cards or something. But yeah, for whoever fools me. But yeah, I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to do on a live stream. Just get like a whole list of videos of submissions, and then go through them, watch them. Whoever fools me gets a full deck of cards for free. I'd like to do that. Tell me if you guys would be interested in doing something like that. Might be fun little challenge. Fool the magician. I don't know. Did you guys see this? I had this in my thumbnail from the other night when I did the Amaze Box review. It's my little Magic Minute Lego. I had a neighbor make this for me. I think this is like one of the coolest things that I own. I got the Magic Minute M. This guy's always on my desk. He's my constant companion. So, yeah, thank you, Eric. If you're watching this, thank you. We miss you guys, and I love this thing. This is my favorite thing. Who's Jason Ledane? I should probably know who that is, but I don't know who that is. Some other stuff I'm working on right now. This is going to be for channel members because they asked. Doing some vlogging content, which is, I'll show you what I got for my setup here. This is my pull this apart so we can actually show you what I would do. So I've had this Osmo Action for a little while, and I use it in my stage show to do image magnification, or what's called iMag. So I have a laptop set up, and then I have this guy, and I can send Card Shark Magician. Okay, cool. I would love to. Cool. Bring the submissions on. I want to see him. But yeah, this is my vlogging setup now, so I can do all my video from here. I usually use this on stage, or started using this on stage. I used to use something else, but I'm starting to use this on stage because I can use it wirelessly on that stand, and I can move it around, and I can blow it up on a big projection screen behind me, and the audience can see a close-up thing. So I think it's really cool. But there's a lot of time where I'm not doing a show like that, and I can use it as a vlogging setup, which is pretty sweet. So I suck at vlogging. I found out. I'm learning though. Learning more about what would actually be interesting cinematography, or what people would actually want to see. It's just so slow right now, and that might be it. Is that like trying to create a story from nothing is kind of boring to watch. So I've been working on technique, and then hopefully whenever things start hyping back up around here, I'll be able to take every channel members with me on the road, and you'll be able to watch that kind of content behind the scenes of what it's like to be a magician. So that'd be cool. Oh well, I know it's such a short stream, but I think we gotta pretty much close it here. I got my nephew who's supposed to play with tonight. But thank you for subscribing to the video game channel, and I hope to see you guys again really soon. Hopefully I'll have more time and a little more forethought planning, and a theme around which to do my live streams, so that way we can all join in it together. Josh is saying when it comes to vlogging, more is more. So just film everything. Just have enough footage to cut in wherever to help the story along. That's kind of what I like. I'm worried to do that because I'm worried about, like, it's very different to how I usually do stuff, which is I plan each shot before I turn on the camera. So it's weird. Recording everything, you won't miss a thing. I will try it, Josh. Thank you. Dwight, it's a pleasure. Happy to help. I need to impart this knowledge. It's not going to any use right now, just to me, and that's no good. So, yeah, hit me up, and I'll see if I can't help you with any other questions you might have. Josh, I'm gonna see if I can get some pointers or tips from you, because I need some help. Yeah, this is the part I suck at is B-roll, so I'm gonna have to work on that. getting those cool cinematic shots and everything. Ah, Big Hands, you missed your video. That's what you missed. I'm actually about to head out. I'm doing just a short stream tonight. I was saying my goodbyes. But I did bring you video on stream, so after this is done, you'll be able to watch it. I did bring it up. I did show you off. Thank you for submitting that. In fact, you've inspired a whole submit your videos to me thing. And I'm going to look for... I know, it's so sad. I'm sorry. But yeah, that'll be a thing I'm doing. So I want to reward you guys for your creativity, and I want you to try to fool me. So send me videos. Maybe I'll set up a Twitter between now and next week. I'll set up a Twitter, and I'll announce something in Discord or the community page on the YouTube channel, and then you can send that out to all those videos or memes or clips or whatever you film to me through Twitter. Oh, Big Hands, that's great, man. I'm glad you like the self-working tricks. That's great. That's a good feeling. I worked really hard on that video. I'm really glad to hear you liked it and that you got some good reactions from it. That's what it's all about. I'm really happy to hear that. We enjoy those, and I will be doing a coin version of this week's video a little bit later, but we'll be doing a coin one too. Thank you guys very much. You have a wonderful night. I'll see you really soon. If I don't go, I won't go.